Hello viewers, welcome to See the Stories on a 3-hour news show. Now, before we jump into our talk show today, I want to ask Kai. Kai, what comes to mind when you hear about North Sumatra?
You know what? North Sumatran wedding.
Whoa, always a extravaganza, right?
It's extravagant also in its ceremonies, because the one thing that I remember was because my cousin got married to a North Sumatran young woman.
Yes.
And it was very special because I know that they have this Ulos presentation, right?
Yes.
It's like welcoming a new family member, and they've got like all the chieftains of the names and everything. It's very, it's very interesting. And then you give this ulas to start your family.
So it's like a symbol,
if I'm not mistaken,
symbol for a relationship, I guess?
I think so,
yeah.
And so much more, I think, too.
I think so, too. So we're talking about the traditional Batak fabric, Ulos. It is the icon of North Sumatra and has successfully reached the global market.
The Batak woven fabric, or ulos, is an intangible asset and cultural heritage for the Batak community. Ulos is a sacred traditional symbol and is therefore important to preserve. Ulos has penetrated the international markets such as Malaysia, the US, and Germany.
Ulos is sold from 15,000 rupiah to 6 million rupiah per piece, depending on the motive and material used.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful! Wow! Now talking about the beauty and uniqueness of North Sumatra, today we will discuss more about the traditional fabrics from the region, which also empowers local mothers. Now let's say hi to Tobat Tenun partner and co-owner, Melvi Tampubolon. Melvi, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us here. Thank you.
I mean, we saw the video, just
I never
beautiful,
knew
right?
that. I know that ulos is usually such a heavily traditional cloth, but I've not much seen a lot of the contemporary versions like the one you're wearing right now.
Yeah,
and that fashion show, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you first.
So you were actually you participated in the 2024 Jakarta
Fashion Week.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we were very grateful, and actually it was a valuable experience for all of us as one team. It's our first time in Jakarta Fashion Week, and we are happy because the show enabled us to showcase our one-year collective work. So all of the collection is a one-year collective works from our team in North Sumatra, and as well our team in Jakarta, and of course with our weavers participant partner. So the collection itself, it's called Masarani. It's harvesting time and to embrace the richness of agriculture in Karo Highlands. So we can see it appears from the colors. We have this pink salmon and also olive green. And the motif here is inspired from Karo Tenun as well. So at the Jakarta Fashion Week, we showcase 16 looks. 12 looks for the ready-to-wear looks and 4 looks for the draping to showcase the textile of Karo fabric. Yeah.
I mean, what I've seen is these are very modern colors, right? Because we know that traditionally, all the traditional colors are usually black, red, but what we saw was very contemporary. You mentioned olive green and things like that. Can you tell us the story behind Tobat Tenun and how Tobat Tenun has made ulos such a attractive new heritage piece, basically?
Okay, so Tobat Tenun was initiated and legally founded by 2018. It founded from Kerina Basaria and the mother, who have this dream and also to show a love letter for the women of their tribe and also my tribe, Batak woman. So in some way, it became the platform to educate and also to promoting the Batak textile art and also the social issue behind it, the ecosystem of the artisan itself.
So can you tell us maybe a little bit more about the ecosystem of the artisans, because you've mentioned that these are also empowering, you know, women in North Sumatra as your weaver partners.
Yeah, yeah. So when I joined in 2020, we start the business by opening the community house in North Sumatra, in Pematang Siantar to be exact. So we call it Jabubonang. It's the extension of Tobatanon office in Jakarta. And the community house is a place to run our community development program, because we learned at the first time that there are some issues that we have to address first as the base. So through Jabubonang, we run and to be part as the inclusion economic. We open the access to the weavers ecosystem. Let's say the weaver themselves, and also the motif maker, the sirat maker, and also the dyeing makers. So we open the access for the natural resources. We open the access for the capacity building, and as well for accessing a wider market other than just in North Sumatra or maybe just in Indonesia. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're pretty curious about your production flow. Can you tell us about the production flow from the beginning with the North Sumatran local community until it is ready to be sold at the market? Is it a long story?
Yeah, so it's all handmade, and it's, again, I said it's a collective works because it's involving many manpowers. We always start with the research first. So our team, both in Jabubonang in North Sumatra and also in Jakarta, we have this small group discussion about what collection will be for next year, what fit with the current condition, and what type of ulos that we want to highlight this year, and so on. So once we decided, we start from the yarn first. So we only use 100% cotton yarn or 100% silk, all natural. And the yarn, we have this Jabuborna, a color house. So we process the yarn by mixing some raw materials to create the colors. And after the dyed yarn ready, we distribute it to our weavers partner. So we have two types of weavers. The one who use the traditional backloom strap, the lady will be sit in the floor, and then the other one is the manual loom. The lady will be sit on the chair. So after they weave for some time, maybe 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, depends on the complexity of the motif, they will send it to Jabubonang, our community house, and then we do the quality control there. If we going to sell it as a finished product, then we deliver it to Jakarta directly, and then the Jakarta team will proceed to the finishing by labeling and so on. But if the textile still need to proceed for the semi-finished good, then our team will proceed to the Jakarta team to create the accessories, the ready-to-wear, and so on. Yeah, to be ready to sell to the market.
So you actually also have a team of designers then?
Yeah.
Because you decide whether it's purely just going to be a cloth or it's going to be into a fashion piece, right? Like clothing, outerwear, or something like that. Interesting. You've mentioned a little bit about your dyeing process of the yarn, right? We heard that in your social media you shared about natural coloring processes of these yarns. Can you tell us more about it, though?
Yeah.
And is it because we've heard now that it's not only going back to, it's not only about, preserving the knowledge, but it's also literally more environmentally friendly. So and a lot of different regions are already implementing as well. Now, for the Ulos alone, what is your natural, coloring process?
Yeah. So from the beginning, besides the woman empowerment program, we try to commit on the sustainable part as well, to keep all of our production process being transparent, and as well not adding a waste to the environment in Lake Toba especially. So There's a funny story actually. So start from 2020, during the pandemic time, we start all this mixing material, try to create many type of colors. Actually from the house, the backyard house of Kerry. So yeah, and then we move it to the Jabubonang, the community house, and after a while, I think after 1 year, it became big and it was messy because the smells and also the process, it's quite a lot. And then last year we decided, okay, we're going to open Jabuborna, the House of Color. So in order to provide the dyed yarn to the weavers in North Sumatra. So it's progressing from the community house, and now we have the color house, Jabuborna. And it's complete the ecosystem as well, because we try to develop a weaver's ecosystem in North Sumatra. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, so for this particular coloring house, what kind of natural dye is one used? So for the colors, where do they come from? Do they come from flowers or something like that?
Yeah, it's wide of variation though. Yeah, some comes from flowers, some comes from like a wood, yeah, comes from leaves. We do have some research on different kind of materials, because we have to mix 2 until 3 or probably 5 materials in order to create this kind of colors or black color. And the darker the colors, you need more time, because you need to do more effort to get the darker color, and also it depends on the weather. Yeah, so the process is it's quite challenging for production time, because all handmade and all natural materials. So it depends on the weather, depends on the human, and so on. But it's very interesting, and we are keep doing what we believe on.
So for producing itself, you said it takes a while and there might be challenges, but what are some of the challenges you face in promoting and preserving traditional fabrics through your enterprise?
The challenges. So yeah, we do have some challenges here and there. Again, it's involving so many human, and also the use of natural material. Not all the weavers used to have this natural material. They use the polyester and also synthetic color. So when they weave it, it's have significant difference while they are weaving. And the challenge also, we have this program to embrace the creativity of the weavers. So instead of just making a regular traditional motif, we empower them to explore more their artsy side.
So make their own design.
Their own designs. So for some weavers that used to only weaving the traditional motif, they find it quite challenging, because they used to like thinking about, just thinking to have this type of motif, and now they have to thinking completely new. Even though we assist them in terms of the arrangement of the pattern and also the color combination. And then lastly, on promoting the slow fashion and sustainable fashion, it's also a challenge for us, because not everyone see the value behind the creation. So yeah, we do some campaign and we keep educating the market and as well the weavers ecosystem itself.
But I have to undergo, it just down to me that, you know, so much human work and effort is being put just to create one garment, let's say. And how can you not make it, how can you not treasure it even more, right? Because that's the whole value of creation, and that's what slow fashion should be, because you value it so much. Don't get rid of it within like a year or something. It's supposed to be, you know, even an heirloom to your grandchildren, to your children and grandchildren.
Even better.
You're right? That's what this is about, the value of creation and slow fashion. So thank you so much.
I have a feeling you have a lot at home, don't you?
No, I'm about to inherit some, and then I'm going to. But I also have to start investing. Maybe I'm at that age where I have to start investing as well.
well.
All right, so we see a lot of products here. We're gonna look at them a little bit closer, and Melvi will still be with us, and she will show us how to style ulos. Ooh, interesting. So we're gonna take a break now. Don't go anywhere.